Greece has agreed a bailout deal in principle with its creditors, the European Commission has said. The Commission said a technical agreement had been reached with Greece, which now requires political approval. Earlier, Greece's Finance Minister Euclid Tsakalotos had said 2 or 3 small issues were yet to be resolved with lenders, following overnight talks in Athens. A deal is needed to keep the country in the eurozone and avert bankruptcy. The Greek government is hoping to push a new Euro 86 BN, pound 60 BN, 3-year agreement through Parliament later this week. The country needs a deal by August 20, when it has a debt repayment of about Euro 3 BN to make to the European Central Bank. Technical deal. A European Commission spokeswoman said a technical deal had been reached last night between parties including Greece, the International Monetary Fund, the European Central Bank, and the European Stability Mechanism. She said a series of phone calls between political leaders would now take place. A Greek official said earlier that Greece agreed the function of a new independent privatization fund, and how non-performing bank loans will be administered. Both issues had been key sticking points in negotiations. Finally, we have white smoke, the official said. Deregulation of the natural gas market, another sticking point, was also agreed. But Finnish Finance Minister Alexander Stubb sounded a cautious note, saying more work needed to be done with the details to finalize the agreement. The Eurogroup of Eurozone finance ministers is to meet on Friday to discuss approval of the deal, Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy said. His center-right People's Party, which has a majority in the Spanish parliament, will be asking other parties to vote in favor of the agreement, he added. Vicky Price, Chief Economic Advisor at the Centre for Economics and Business Research in London, told the BBC that so far the Syriza Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras had managed to get support for the third bailout by relying on his opposition parties, which are determined to see that the whole thing is actually sorted out, so that's not a very sustainable situation for the future. Though the radical left-led government was elected on a staunchly anti-austerity platform in January, it was forced into a policy U-turn after bailout talks came close to collapse last month.